We're not going to waste any time. Back out on the video chat we go to join Matt Cockell of the Winnipeg Ice, who's been patiently waiting through the break. Good morning, Matt. Where do we find you today? Winnipeg?
Good morning. Yes, in Winnipeg at our training facility.
Awesome. You hold several titles with Winnipeg. If you have one that you identify with most, you got one tagline to read, what would it be? What would be your most favorite?
I don't know that there's a favorite if you're just trying to support everybody you can. So, but for day to day, the majority of my time, I spent supporting our team, both Winnipeg Ice and the West of the MJHL.
And that's where I want to start is Winnipeg, because I don't know if the season could go any better for you guys with the way things had gone in Cranbrook and the team, kind of struggling a little bit towards the end. You guys are off to a great start in Winnipeg. How would you describe year one? Because from the outside looking in, it looks very exciting.
Yeah, I think credit to our coaching staff and our players. We've been kind of with Jay Zinger leading, our draft and development staff. Certainly kind of had a bit of a 2, 3, 4-year plan. Always fluid, I guess, in sports, as you know. But we're excited about the trajectory, I guess, of our younger players, the development work that's happening with our draft. So we think we're, for our fans, in a majority of our games this year, I'd say roughly 50-60% of the people coming out is ever WHL game, and so we think at times we've been an exciting team for them to watch.
Yeah, coming off an 8-3 win over Swift Current last night, now even atop the East Division. What expectations do you have for this group? Because, you make the big move to get Dawson Barteau at the deadline. Peyton Krebs comes back, and he's just been lighting the Western Hockey League on fire. The goaltending situation's been shored up. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of holes with your hockey club.
Yeah, I think, it's a real fun group to be around every day. We have a group of, I'll say our core younger players that, have been with us for the 3 and, been helping us build this day by day, step by step, for the last couple of years, and then leading into this year with Peyton's leadership. And then we've been forced some folks to the group that, Dawson Barteau gives our defense, our young defense to look to every day, and how you practice, how you do things, and an example. And Liam Hughes has worked real hard and really stabilized the position for us in that. So we're certainly going to put a ceiling on our group. We're excited about trying to get better every day, and certainly the region is every the points matter, and they're fun games to be in.
Hey, Matt, Taylor Shire from Global TV here. Just kind of watching this season begin for you guys, and even in the offseason when you guys did make the move to Winnipeg, I noticed a lot of emphasis on bringing in local talent and local guys, even like Dawson Barteau, he's from the province, and other guys that you drafted and brought in had Winnipeg connections. Was that important to you? Was that an emphasis, and why?
I think it's a great question. I've certainly been asked that a number of times in terms of our drafting strategy and players that we've acquired. I think Winnipeg as a market is a place where it provides a lot of players to the Western Hockey League. It's a really exciting market for player development, and we certainly want to have our team kind of showcase some of that talent. And at the same time, you look at a draft, and typically you'll take 10 players in a Bantam draft, and you certainly have a list going into it. So I'd say if there's a Manitoba player there, would we prioritize that? I think absolutely, but not at the expense of our list and all the great work that our scouts have done throughout the year.
The rink. There's been a few questions on the Facebook feed about the rink. The building you guys are playing in right now, I don't think it's a long-term thing. Where are you guys at in terms of a new arena or the timeline for that?
Yeah, so I think just taking a step back, we didn't have much of an off season, so it's been we've been rambling from one thing to the next, and it's it's a building year for sure in a lot of ways, and we're excited to continue to do the work. So the initial priority, in terms of some of the work that I've been involved with personally, was to ensure that the close to $2 million renovation and all the work that went into making the home on the campus of the University of Manitoba for year one and year two here ready and to go. And that came down to the wire, and we were excited that done, and the atmosphere has been real good. And I think there's been lots of learnings in terms of maybe a more intimate environment and the type of experience that can bring to fans. And it's a temporary home, but it's been really good for our team to kind of observe how fans are interacting in that type of environment. It's capacity is 1,600. So it's certainly the smallest venue right now in the Western Hockey League. And but it's been a lot of fun for our players and for our fans to get up close and interact. And I know our players are enjoying it. So I guess you call that step one. Concurrently, our training facility in the home for our team day finished, which is a great spot for our players and great place for them to get better and train and work every day. And then on to, we'll call it phase two. We have a great team of people working on what's a fairly complicated project, and when those details are ready to share, then we'll be excited to share those with everybody.
Matt Cockell is the president and general manager of the Winnipeg Ice. We got lots of Winnipeg Ice fans. We have big viewership in the province of Manitoba, and they want to know if you can provide us any update on Connor McLennan and his injury status, an exciting young forward that they're hoping you might get back soon. But what can you tell us, if anything?
Yeah, I mean, Connor is such a great person. Nobody likes playing hockey than Connor. I'm actually just outside my office here skating for the first time, which is really exciting for us. And he'll start to get some conditioning work in. His injuries progressing very table for us is obviously going to depend on how he heals and how things are progressing. So we're hopeful that he'll be an option come playoffs if we're fortunate to continue to progress with our team and how we're playing. But in the near term, our focus is on Connor's health, and obviously that we expect to have with us for the next couple of years. So we're not going to rush anything.
No, that's awesome. Appreciate that, Matt. I know you're a busy guy, so we'll let you get back to it. But love checking in and love seeing the success of the Winnipeg Ice here early on.
You're watching Rod Pedersen On Demand. For more of The Rod Pedersen Show, visit rodpedersen.com or follow Rod Pedersen on social media.